If you have found that what you have heard for the last day and a half, and we'll be hearing a little bit more this afternoon, has been valuable to you, then I think that what you're about to hear and see for the rest of the today will be even more valuable. T.R.A.F.I.C is very pleased to welcome Snapnames as a new sponsor of this T.R.A.F.I.C session. Snapnames is a true pioneer in the domain industry. The company has been in the domain acquisition business for its clients since late 2000. So in cyberspace terms, that's a pretty long time. They've been on the forefront of innovation for the past 7 years and are one of the most trusted, transparent, and well-known, capable companies in the secondary market. Snapnames works with the largest registrars with worldwide reach. They do this on an exclusive basis, meaning you get some of the best domain names only on their platform. If you're not a Snapnames customer, and I don't know anyone here who isn't, but if you aren't, go to snapnames.com and open an account. Review the tens of thousands of names on their system and start bidding. You'll come away with some very valuable domain names. I'm about to introduce the Vice President of Snapnames. He has been with Snapnames since 2001 and currently manages the company's industry relationships, including ICANN community and the Snapnames Partner Network, the largest in the secondary domain market. If I can get the attention of the folks back in the back left, that would be great. Thank you. As the former publisher of State of the Domain, he has an early expert in domain name and industry trends, data, and information. He came to Snapnames after more than 11 years in marketing and public relations in both agency and corporate engagements in the financial services, healthcare, and high-tech industries. Please welcome Mason Cole.
Thank you, Howard. It's good to be with everyone here today. I'd like to tell you a bit about Snapnames, but before we do, I want to take care of one little item of housekeeping. My colleague Craig Calder is right here, right in the front. If you look on your table, there are some small entry slips, and if you haven't already filled one out, I encourage you to do that because in a moment we're going to be giving away some free domain names. And yes, you must be present to win, so if you'd like 10 free domain names from Snapnames, by all means, raise your hand and Craig will come around and pick up your entry slip. So I'd like to talk briefly a bit about just how far we've come as an industry before we talk a little about Snapnames. We used to do a report several years ago called State of the Domain. Maybe you remember it. And just for fun, I went back to the first quarter 2001 edition and took a look at some of the statistics that we published back then. And if you know anything about the domain industry and you know the proliferation of registrars for the purpose of capturing domain names, some of the business that we do, this statistic will surprise you a bit, but the total number of registrars in the industry at that time was 77. The biggest registrar at the time was Network Solutions. They had 14 million domain names. GoDaddy's ranking at the time, obviously they're number one today, they were number 48 in total names under management. Now compare that today, how many registrars do we have now? 1,341 registrars. GoDaddy itself, the #1 registrar, 15.3 million domain names. That's almost as big as the .com space was at the time that we started State of the Domain. So much of that growth in the industry has been due to one thing, and much of that is the people here in this room. So let's talk a little bit about Snapnames. Now, there are some companies that also had something to do with that growth. And if you're new to domaining, I'd like to ask, if I may, how many folks in here are either new to domaining or this is your first Traffic conference, by a show of hands? Okay, there are a few. So at a couple of recent industry events, by our count, there were at least 40% of the people there who were fairly new to domaining. So this is still a fast-growing industry. And this is an industry we're happy to serve. Snapnames conducts the largest daily auction of expiring and deleting domain names. We have tens of thousands of domain names on our platform on any given day. We're headquartered in Portland, Oregon. We have 38 pros who are ready to assist you with buying your domains. And our job is very simple, and that is to help you acquire the domain names that you invest in to build your own businesses around.